Hello, students. I want to welcome you to week 6, and hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. I know I did with my family and friends. It's such a blessing to have them, and I know you all experienced the same thing, and it was a great time off. So I wanted to go over what's due week 6, but I also wanted to share with you a slide that I shared last week, or a couple of slides during the webinar. Not many of you were able to attend that, and that actually told you a little bit about week 5 and what we were expecting to do week 5. So I'm going to share that with you, which you've already have done week 5 assignment, but we'll go over week 6 and the future ones to come. So I'm going to pull up, first of all, this slide, and it talks a little bit about what we've learned to date. We've had a lot of robust learning. You've read a lot. You've been able to apply a lot, which is what this course is all about. So in weeks 1 and 2, you all had both a personal and a professional definition, a theoretical definition of marketing, which you shared with each other. You talked about consumer behavior and buying patterns of consumers. You looked at B2B marketing, how businesses sell to other businesses, and also global marketing, how we're not now just a United States-based marketing. We have to think of a global perspective. And then you did learn about research and forecasting, which you've done a lot of research in the assignments and been able to apply that learning in most of what you've done. In weeks 3 and 4, you learned how to and target and position the market. So you learn how to segment the market. You learn about targeting, real important to niche marketing, those type of things. You're able to see what a marketing plan looked like, and you also were able to look at strategies and relationships to product and services. You looked at brand marketing and product categories, and you also looked at marketing channels and supply chain management, really key. And then lastly, you looked at retailers, wholesalers, and direct marketers. All of these things help build and help building the area of learning around marketing. So everyone's heard of the 4 P's of marketing, and they're the price, product, promotion, and placement. So this chart I thought was really good because you've actually been able to learn a little more in depth than just the 4 P's, but what it actually really means. And I like this chart because it actually shows you that. So for instance, when you're looking at product, you learned about functionality, you learned about brand, you learned about packaging and services. Or when you looked at placement, you looked at, channel management, inventories, distribution channels. So this is, I think, really helpful, this chart, in understanding what these 4 P's really mean. And I think that what you've already done is been able to apply this learning of the 4 P's into the assignments that you've gotten and the ones that you'll be doing in the future. Now, price, we're going to talk a little bit about more in, I think, week 7 is when we're going to, or 8, where we're going to actually apply some of the pricing strategies. And then promotion is an area that people are really familiar with because it's a fun area. How are we going to advertise? How are we going to promote? What are we going to do with our sales force? So people are really familiar with the promotion aspect of it. But I thought I'd share this slide with you because I thought it was a really good one. So moving forward on upcoming assignments, I shared on the webinar week 5 and what was expected this week. Again, many of you missed that call, but that's okay because you were able to, it looks like based on what I've seen thus far, and I'm just finishing grading and starting some portion of it, you were able to really show what you've learned. Week 5 is your signature assignment, and that's a mastery of all that you've learned, and it kind of pulls everything together. And so far, I'm seeing some really good things. We're in week 6. That's where you're going to do Futures Assignment Part 2. That's going to be your market analysis and environmental, or what I call an environmental scan. There's an internal, external environmental scan. So you're going to look at all of it. This is where you do your SWOT analysis. This is when you do mind mapping and find out what's happening with your customers, those type of things. Week 7, you're going to do a marketing communication plan, and you're also going to look at your elevator speeches. Elevator speeches are really important, and that's actually a fun assignment. and it helps really give people information on why they want to buy from you. And in order to be able to successfully implement marketing plans, you need to be able to communicate it and know what channels to communicate it in. The last week, which is the last assignment you have, again, is your futures assignment, part 3. And as I mentioned, the pricing strategies are really key in that assignment. So going a little bit more in depth into week 6, I'm sorry. This is going to be a fun week because you're going to look at social media. Social media has evolved over the last few years, and as you can see, we're living in a very connected world. Things are not just everything is shared through social media, and so is marketing. You really are really marketing through that, so it's good to understand that. Also, e-business. I don't know if you noticed this, but I did when I was out Black Friday. There was hardly anyone out. Everyone was buying online. And actually, when I was out, I just kind of was looking because I buy most of my things online as well. And then you're going to look at the financial analysis and marketing financials. You have to understand financials. You've got to be able to position your product knowing that. So that's why it's important. The reading for this week, you're going to read chapters 4 and 5. Paying close attention to the appendix B of the text. Your graded work this week is going to be part 2 of your futures assignment, and that's going to be your market analysis. And you're going to base this on week 4's assignment. So it's kind of like a continuation of prompts that you're going to be answering that you did with week 4. So read through those prompts, pretty self-explanatory. Just make sure that when you're doing these, you answer everything on these prompts. Next, you will be doing a discussion board. As usual, the main post is due on Wednesday, which is to be a robust post. And then in weeks, in the rest of the week by Sunday, you want to be able to respond to 4 other posts. So make sure a total of 5 posts are on your responses. Again, I mentioned to you that in the Document and Resources tab, there's some interesting and important things on different areas like retailing and wholesaling and supply chain management. So make sure you take special note of looking at some of these. Week 7, I'll show you this one really quick. Advertising and sales promotion. This talks about the integrated marketing communication document. So pull some of this stuff, even though it's not in this same week. There's some really important things in that you can use for your assignment. In addition to week 8 in the assignment document. Oh, I probably should have gone back. I'm sorry. It actually is in the document and resources. That's where the global marketing and the ethics and social responsibility is. So again, please pull these up. But pricing is in one of those. I think it's in week 5. But please make sure you use these for your assignments. These will help you greatly. And people that were on the call did mention, there it is, that one's really important, that this really helped them, and they weren't as aware of the importance of this until they started doing the assignment. So I encourage you to go through those. As far as anything else for this week, again, it's pretty self-explanatory. I should be finishing grades toward the end of the week. We'll finish week 4, of course, before then, but week 5 I'll try to do at least by Thursday, because I want to be able to send all of you emails to find out how you're doing. And since some of you were not on the phone call, I didn't get a real good pulse on how everyone in the class is feeling at this point. But I want to make sure that I do that. So look for an individual email after the grades are done with kind of a touch base from me. And I think that's about it. If you have any questions, again, you know how to reach me. You can reach me by phone or email. Have a great week. And again, I'm so glad you had a nice time off and a great Thanksgiving. And if you think anything else, just let me know. Thanks, students. Bye.